wings to fly won't take you to the stars. Use the metal for a boat and you won't sail too far. Stop sitting in the dark, stirring metal pots about. You will change your life forever when you figure out the secret PinCode, 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 PinCode. Science can be tricky, it can overheat your brain. Science can be hard to chew, each bite can be a pain. Stop sitting in the dark, stirring metal pots about. You will change your life forever when you figure out the secret PinCode, 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 PinCode. The secret PinCode, 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 PinCode.
Oh, good day, my captive audience. This is the first of my video logs that I start today. I'll use these to remember a lot, since I always forget to write things down in a notebook. The purpose of these is to document all the adventures we've had over the past couple of months. All the dangers we experienced in a rickety old spaceship.
Old? Excuse you. I'm barely 10.
Huh? Oh, it's you. How did you even track me down? I'm so glad you could join me and help me make these videos.
Thought you could just leave me in the garage, huh? Well, maybe that's how you treat your old refrigerators. But I'm a prime piece of intergalactic machinery and expect to be treated as such.
That's what I get for installing SAS.
I'm sure it's just your small, primitive avian mind that left me all alone and that you simply forgot. Let's just go with that. Lucky for you, I'm here to help remember your adventures. I was there too, after all.
Oh, fine, fine. Adventures began for us just before we went into outer space. We learned about environmental science right inside our own village. It started, as so many things do, with Crash making terrible decisions that harm the environment. Hold it! Well, well, well. Out for a drive, huh?
Sort of.
Ugh. Do you know how much fuel you're using?
Probably a lot.
Let's see.
Oh, man. Guess it is a lot.
Yes, that's right, Crash. It is a lot of exhaust. Don't you realize that this car is dangerous to the environment? It seems you need to learn about emissions. Crash was a one-man natural disaster, a long-eared hurricane.
Why was the rabbit so attached to such an old machine anyway? I would have dismantled it and never told him.
Well, we came up with something even better. We took his rickety gas-guzzling old car and gave it an eco-friendly electric engine.
Hey, Pin, is it ready?
Hang on. Almost done. Start her up, Crash.
Hey, Chico, want to ride? It's no hot rod, but maybe I'll get used to it.
Amazing! If we were able to change Crash's mind, think of what else we could do.
That's all you remember?
Because that's the important part. He could still get his speed on with no damage to nature.
Aw, but you left out the most exciting part.
Stop! Crash! you're gonna, well, you know, crash! Oh no! Oh! Can we go back for my car?
If I hadn't been there, this story would have been a tragedy instead of a comedy. So you know, you're welcome.
You're right, you sure saved the day. Now we have more stories to tell, if you'd be so kind.
I am, actually.
Look at that! The fertilizer worked!
Holy carrots! This thing's a world record!
Barry brought gardening to new heights. Literally. His pumpkin was a feat of wonder. But we weren't the only ones admiring it. Barry's land had some sneaky pests waiting to strike. And they were hungry. Crash did everything to fight them off, but they just kept coming. Oh, they were persistent.
But then the beautiful and brilliant spaceship saved the day by swooping in and carrying that old pumpkin out of reach. Once again, you're welcome.
What? That's not how it went at all. I think my avian brain remembers it better. We used science to make the pumpkin invisible. Rosa had the idea, but I put it to use. You see, I can make these videos alone.
It's your opinion that you solved it differently. I just stated alternative facts.
Yeah? And I should give you an alternative hard drive.
Come on. My version has more zing. Like a Hollywood movie.
I'll just move on to the next adventure we had.
No, please, go on.
I am on the verge of an amazing discovery in the subject of genetics.
Doko made some amazing breakthroughs in the study of DNA and made a rapidly growing carrot.
Come and look at it. Possibly the greatest achievement in the entire history of genetics. You might say that I put the gene in genius, or the genius in gene.
Or not.
Uh-huh. Oh? But where is it? My greatest discovery! And it's gone!
Well, well. Never leave your expanding food items alone and unattended, especially when your friends really love their veggies. The carrot was gone. A mysterious theft. Well, they always said veggies make you grow big and strong.
You don't see that every day.
Well, spread my fertilizer. Where on earth is, well, everything? Hello.
Get out of my way! Let go of the wheel!
We need to fly higher!
We
Just
need to
give
turn
me the
right.
wheel!
Right?
Up!
Right?
Up!
What in the turnip is this?
Oh! 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 Oh!
The situation seemed hopeless. Our tiny cries couldn't be picked up by Barry's big ears, and we would have been in trouble if not for...
The brilliant, hardworking, and of course, humble spaceship.
Whoa! Why, you come here! No! No! Get over here!
That's wrong. It never went like that. We would never bring Barry down by force. Crash and Chico climbed right up to his big ears and made him hear us. Barry finally calmed down, and then we explained the situation. Then all was just fine.
Whatever. My version has more drama. I would know. I studied Chekhov.
And when did you have time for that? Or was this just alternative Chekhov? I think you're becoming quite the attention hog.
Actually, I found Chekhov next to that file you just downloaded. The audiobook called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Penguins.
All right, done! That's enough. I'll go do the rest of this alone. Got it?
Come on, Pin.
Go home.
Please, just let me explain myself. I'm really sorry. I just wanted to be a part of your adventures like all your other friends. I thought how much fun it would be if I were the main character in one of your stories, even just once. I'm normally stuck in the background, biding my time, a useless set piece.
No, you're not useless. No way.
Really?
Of course, Ship. None of that would have been possible at all without you.
You're just saying that.
No, wait. I have an even better idea. A brand new story. One where you're the hero and I'm the fool who gets saved.
I like it. Apology accepted. Hey, Ship! You can come save me now, okay? Ship? Earth to Ship! I said you can come save me! Well, maybe I should have thought this through more. Hello? Anyone? Spaceship! Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 2 of our video logs. Unfortunately, Pin couldn't make it today. I think he's busy reading self-help books. Luckily, I'm here to set the record straight on all my heroic deeds and brave adventures. I'm far more entertaining, so you're welcome in advance.
Good tidings! This marks the first video log of our adventures, by me. The purpose of which is to document all our adventures we've all shared through space and time with this ship. It's sort of a play-by-play, a recap, if you will. Oh, sauerkraut, not this again! Computer, I need help!
Computer speaking. I'm afraid your request cannot be completed at this time.
What do you mean it can't be completed? It's a simple task!
I don't like your tone. And you didn't even ask if I wanted to be a part of your video logs. But the second something messes up, it's all, oh, computer, suddenly I need you.
You want to be in the logs too? I mean, that's fine, it's no big deal.
Well, if you're gonna beg me, I guess I have time. You may proceed.
Thanks, computer. Okay, where was I? I should begin. So, we should begin with an introduction. I'm Pin, and this is my computer, who's great.
Yes. Go on.
Huh? These past few months, our little expedition has gotten us into all kinds of scientific bungles. Often, our quest for knowledge came with great danger.
If I may add my 2 kilobytes, it seems a lot of this could have been avoided if you all followed my safety instructions.
What do you mean, safety instructions? They were all random accidents. Everything we encountered came with exploring dangerous terrain. Safety instructions wouldn't help. Don't restart them!
Whoops. As Pin was saying, these incidents could have been avoided with my instructions, like having an experienced pilot.
Rosa, go and fire the ship's engines up. We can use it to change the asteroid's course, and then it will not collide with the planet.
But I don't know how to pilot the ship.
You'll have to learn as you're doing it. That's how all the best pilots are trained. That's a lie, but you got this. You're looking for a big switch that says on. Or no, if you're looking at it from the wrong side. Nine, that's the Boogie Wonderland switch. Keep looking. Nine, headlights. Okay, at this point you've literally hit all of the wrong buttons. That's Rosa for you, huh? But we all survived, right?
Is she the one responsible for the honey in my cockpit?
Just beautiful. What?
Is everybody all right? Yeah, fine. Great. Holy carrots! We're upside down.
Like I said, safety instructions.
Oh, everyone needs a snack once in a while.
What about when Chico decided to take on electricity?
It's far worse than I imagined. These electrons are everywhere around us. You think you can electrocute me? Try to travel through me? Well, today is not your day. Might I say, smashing? I'm about to bring you back to the Dark Ages.
Damage detected in main power grid. Initiating backup generators.
Oh.
Well, this is disappointing. I thought I smelled toast burning, but it's just Chico.
You can't just stop everyone from using electricity. It's part of our modern society, and we need it.
You broke all those lamps without me? You know I'm good at that.
Ah, well, we'll have a good laugh tomorrow. If you didn't like my decorating taste, you could have just, told me.
Stop! It's a conspiracy. We are slaves to electrons. Wake up! Our ancestors survived without electricity. Why would we use something as dangerous as this every day? Scary.
But none of us can live without it. This whole craft we're on is powered with electricity. Without any power, we'll all just crash.
No, I'll fight it if it's the last thing I do. Take it down. Computer, shut everything down. I command it.
I've got another fun memory of you all ignoring safety. How about when Crash almost ruined the solar sail by experimenting with costume design?
We have been able to fabricate a solar sail prototype with the required size and properties.
Solar sail is damaged. Attention, solar sail is damaged. Attention.
Stop the deployment process! If it spreads out in its current state, the solar sail could be ripped to
I
shreds!
can't stop it! The process is automatic once you started it!
We've been preparing this for months! Months of careful preparation!
You're also conveniently forgetting. One time, your lack of physics knowledge almost got us all killed in a tornado.
Sweet sauerkraut!
If you're wondering, my beak is itchy as heck.
There's no link between your nose and the storm. Our vessel got overheated while we were deep inside the Earth. and as it got colder, it warmed up the air around it.
We're the ones who created this scary windstorm?
If this windstorm manages to make its way onto dry land, it will be very bad.
We can control the storm, to some extent anyway, until our hull cools back down. Wherever the air gets hotter, that's where the storm will go.
We need to lead it farther out to sea. All right, hold on. Mr. Storm isn't following us any longer. I guess the ship cooled down. I think that's all right. We managed to lead the darn thing far enough away from land.
Now we should fly the ship away from the windstorm. Uncontrolled storms like this are very dangerous.
Oh, that's all in the past.
I thought the entire point of this was to remember the past. Right, Pin?
You're right, as always.
But it also goes without saying that we learned a lot of new things that saved us. Stuff you can only learn from experience. And sure, a lot of times we got into sticky situations. But we always made it out in one piece. We survived the most adventurous of scientific experiments. That's a feat!
Oh, I'm sure you all made it out in one piece. I distinctly remember having to replace several pieces of my hardware. You know what would have prevented me from needing a repair every week? Safety instructions. But whatever.
Nobody wants to watch us follow the rules and stick to protocol. Real adventures happen in the messier parts of life.
Oh, I get it. I can make things messy too.
Hey, that's not what I meant. Please turn the camera back on. We were right in the middle of our log. Please? I'll have you know, I have a hard drive wiper, and I'm not afraid to use it.
All in good fun. No need for threats.
Of course.
Here, have some tea. Let's continue the log.
That's better. Thanks, computer.
Nighty-night, pilot. Those sleeping pills work fast.
Sauerkraut, so good.
Before that wears off, now I can finish the video log the best way, by making it actually useful. Please follow my safety instructions before taking off in my fabulous ship. First, no food or drinks on board, especially honey. That stuff gets everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Second, please do not try to fly directly into hurricanes, tornadoes, tsunamis, or any other storm in the name of science. Third,
Hard drive wiper.
Well, 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 Spheroscope 3000. State your purpose for coming to our time. Confess, small gadget. Behavior analysis. Plain silent. Okay, we can decipher that as well.
Hey, computer! Have you seen Spheroscope anywhere?
The requested device cannot be located.
That's so strange! I've looked everywhere! Spheroscope! There you are!
How about that? It's really
intellectually curious viewer. Welcome, welcome. Today's log entry is dedicated to one amazing and fantastic device.
Finally, a positive analysis of SphereJet is registered. Analysis accepted.
Oh, 9. I did not mean you. You are, of course, a very good thing. But today's hero is Spheroscope. Don't get offended, computer.
Getting offended is a trait of imperfect biological organisms. I am switching to ignore mode.
Good. That means nobody will bother us.
I can still hear you.
You're supposed to be ignoring me.
Whoever turns ignore mode on can also turn it off.
Thanks to Spheroscope, we have learned about many discoveries and inventions, about which they have yet to discover or invent. This amazing device can tell us about the future of our civilization. And that future is wonderful. And it's also...
Also, this amazing device has led to a sharp increase in the probability of the crew's demise, as well as its valuable companion, SphereJet.
Yeah. Devices of the future need to be used very carefully. It's not wise to use things that we aren't quite ready for yet.
It's unwise to trust suspicious devices with unclear tasks.
You mean Spheroscope? It's just a harmless information storage unit. It doesn't have any tasks.
There is not enough data to support that conclusion.
Spheroscope is a gift from my dear horsey. She would never wish to do any harm to anyone.
A robot from the future sent a suspicious device to the past, which can change the course of history.
What are you trying to say?
I'm not trying, I'm stating a fact.
And what should I infer from this statement of yours?
It is statistically probable that in the future, machines could take control of the world.
Stop it! We know that Doko just mixed everything up then, and that story had nothing to do with Spheroscope whatsoever!
There's a hint of truth in every story.
What hint of truth? Why would robots want to harm anyone? You're a robot too? So are you intending to take over the world?
Answer: negative.
There you see.
I do not have enough resources for this. But a device from the future, however.
The Scaroscope cannot hurt us. It saved us multiple times. Do you remember when we couldn't take off from that strange planet? I asked about engines not requiring any fuel. I couldn't have thought of that myself.
More likely it was not assistance, but tactical strategy.
So what do you propose doing?
The most logical conclusion is getting rid of the potential danger.
There it is. Just like that, without evidence? We throw out such a useful device?
If evidence is required, there are different ways to find it. More difficult tasks have been solved in the past.
9! If you're so suspicious, well, I don't know. I mean, why don't you connect to Spheroscope and scan its memory? Just like BB did.
This method is too dangerous. I wouldn't want to contract some kind of computer virus from the future. There are more effective methods.
Stop that right now! Hey!
Begin analysis of potential danger. Just a second. Identification of device, serial number, model number. This is...
Looks like someone's met one of their descendants.
That can't be. That is, I wanted to say, it's statistically very unlikely.
So it turns out you're like Spheroscope's grandma.
Who are you calling a grandmother?
I meant that in a nice way.
Rock-a-bye, baby, in the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bow breaks, the cradle will fall. Sweet dreams, my little descendant. When you grow up, we'll have enough resources to conquer the world.
Happy New Year, everybody!
Happy New Year, mein Lieber. I hope you're having a good time.
I'm such a heel, I forgot to get you a gift. Whew. Happy New Year!
Oh, danke.
All over the place. What a mess. The Christmas tree's still up.
Olga, would you do us the pleasure of joining us for tea?
I don't have time. I got things to do like you didn't notice.
Nein, don't touch.
Do you think it's time to change the New Year's decorations, as they say? It's May out there, after all.
Let the tree stay up a bit longer. It'd be a shame to take away such beauty.
Beauty. Beauty is when everything is clean. Chop.
Oh my God!
Spheroscope 3000. Phenomenal. That's an invention and opening to the future. Do you understand? What you were using as a New Year's toy.
It would be much better if we didn't know anything ahead of time.
How? And you want to say to me that we should voluntarily reject such an enormous amount of knowledge?
Yeah. Everything has its own time.
Tell that to your May Christmas tree.
Well, Doco, I certainly understand your curiosity, but imagine the following. Imagine that all our modern inventions appeared 1,000 years ago. Everyone would become too lazy to think up anything by themselves.
But laziness is, after all, the engine of progress.
9. With such knowledge, laziness would simply kill any progress. We would have everything ready and forget how to think, search and invent. I'm not even talking about what would happen if this device were to fall into the wrong hands.
Nonsense. You and I are civilized beings, and we can use the knowledge properly. Let me have this thing, please. I must have it, even for just a minute.
9.
Gute Nacht, mein Lieben.
Hey, what? Who's there?
Greetings, ancestor.
Ancestor? Only baby can call me that.
I am a keeper of time from the distant future. Everyone who lived in the past is our ancestor.
Oh, from the future. So, how's Horsey doing there?
Just great. The only thing that worries Horsey is that by her own fault, a dangerous anachronism came to your time, which could cause temporary paradoxes.
Oh my God. What is this horrible thing?
I mean, Spheroscope, my unobservant ancestor.
Let it go back to its own time. That would be better.
Yes, here it is very unsafe for it to be located. Paradoxes, wrinkles in time, all of these are very unpleasant, you understand.
Say hello to Horsey.
I will do, Pin. I will do.
How does he know my name? Stop! Give me back my spheroscope! Why the masquerade, descendant? I wouldn't have expected this from you. And what on earth is this?
With the help of this device, I once tried to find my brothers in arms of knowledge.
How is this possible?
Once I had a firm belief that somewhere else in the universe there was a fellow brother of reason who also had the same desire to contact me. The only thing I needed to do was build a radio telescope and send a signal. But first, I had to choose an appropriate radio frequency for communication. For us, space is silent. But for a radio signal, two types of noise prevent it from amplifying: atmospheric and galactic. Atmospheric noise is relatively high frequency, so to avoid it, you need to use a frequency less than 10 gigahertz. But galactic noise is just the opposite. It's low frequency, and therefore our frequency has to be higher than 1 gigahertz. Of course, I wanted to send the aliens a video message, or even just an audible greeting. Aliens, you are my... But I decided that the best signal would be Morse code. The only thing to do now is wait.
Compression! You wanted to send a signal to other civilizations, so why did you give up?
I figured that even if I used the power of all the Earth's electric stations, my signal would still only be heard a distance of no more than 10 light years away.
10 light years is a very long distance.
Not in relation to the size of the universe. Only a handful of stars are within that distance from us.
So you need to perfect your technology and send the signal even further.
What if it's all just useless? Maybe our descendants haven't made contact with us. Maybe we really are the only life form in this universe. Let's take the spheroscope and finally ask it.
I need to think about it. It would have been better if Horsey gave me a Christmas tree. What if we really are all alone in the universe? I don't want Doko to have his dreams destroyed. I hope he can forgive me.
Thank you, my thoughtful friend. But with my dreams, I'll deal with them myself.
Doko! 9!
You like a run early in the morning as well? Good stuff, eh? And you, Pin? Bit of exercise?
Wait! Stop! Don't be foolish! Ignorance is bliss! Stop this, I say! I'm talking to you, Doko!
At last! Now the key to the secrets of the universe is in my hands. Now, how does this thing work?
Doko! Open up immediately! Don't touch the spheroscope! I'm telling you not to touch it!
My request. The date life was discovered in the universe.
9, cancel request.
Don't you dare cancel my request.
Request kaput.
Request not canceled.
Leave request. 9's bad request.
Stop ordering me around. Is it showing any images? Look, it's written that scientists of the future debate whether these creatures have any intelligence, but humans gladly accepted them as pets into their home. There it is. The future.
What's that? Barry? 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 Colin! Colin! Are you home? Are you home? Hey? Doco! Doco! Is anyone home? Oh.
Oh, how pretty.
Oh, neat.
Phenomenally pretty. Colleagues, are there any photos left? Yes, there's an enormous quantity.
Oh, wow.
It's so cute.
Oh. What a lovely creation. Yes.
Just think, we hold in our hands a source of all knowledge and civilized achievement, and we're using it to look at photographs of funny house pets. It blows my mind.
That's enough! Stop talking! Let's look at some more.
Yeah, let's.
Oh, there's a video, too.
And why not? Let's keep looking.
Attention. All systems overloaded. Attention. Power shortage. All systems are overloaded. Attention. Not enough power for takeoff.
Looks like it's not gonna work.
Well, that only confirms our theory. If even the spaceship couldn't.
Can somebody tell me what's going on?
Oh, Pin. How did we not notice him?
Cancel takeoff!
Takeoff cancelled to recalculate flight capabilities.
What have you done over here?
Everything's okay. We just decided to visit the ruins of an ancient town and do one little experiment.
What sort of experiment? And where the devil are we?
We'll have to tell him everything.
But then don't be sorry that you asked.
Ben, didn't you ever think it was foolish to look for a reasonable life somewhere in space when so many unknown secrets are made on our own native planet?
And all pointing to the fact that past civilizations were helped by some sort of extraterrestrial.
We are all so used to the world around us that we don't pay attention to all the unexplainable things that actually surround us. For example, can anyone explain who's always tingling up our headphones? Or who built the Egyptian pyramids? Someone will say, why the Egyptians, of course, but that would be wrong. Each such pyramid is made of such huge slabs of stone, just enormous in size. For such constructions, they've even given its own special name, megalith. Chico, give us some numbers.
Why do I always have to do the boring numbers? And you get to talk about the most powerful truck in the world.
They're not boring numbers. They're super pooper figures that make your brain explode. And only you can make them sound cool, Spiky. And anyway, I was never the best with numbers.
Well, I don't know. I could give it a try.
the pyramids of Cheops, the maximum weight of a block is 15 tons. In the pyramid of Khafre, the maximum weight of a stone block is 42 tons. And finally, the champion, the pyramid of Mikarin. The maximum weight of a one block is, 200 tons.
Thanks, Chico. Now think about it. How could the Egyptians move such huge items without electricity or cranes? But that's not all. Get ready to have your mind blown away. The Temple of Jupiter and the ancient town of Baalbek. At its base, there are 3 stones called trilithons, which are perfectly crafted stones with an absolutely perfect shape. Chico!
The dimensions of each slab are about 4 meters in width and height, and in length about 20 meters. They weigh 800 tons.
Yes, these are the most super mega huge structures on the planet. Such a megalith can't even be carved with modern-day technology, let alone them being moved from one place to the other. Currently, the loading capacity of the most powerful truck in the world is only 400 tons.
So right now we're in that Bala in Baalbek, in the temple ruins of Jupiter.
And these are the heftiest colossal stones. Now all that remains is to lift one of them into orbit.
Some people think that the trilithons are huge transmitters of antiquity, which were left here on our planet by extraterrestrials.
Uh-huh. Or they were created by an ancient race of titans. But I like the one about the extraterrestrial transmitters more.
This is all very interesting, but what did you actually want to do with them?
To transmit them, we need to raise the megalith higher and send a signal out to our distant intellectual kinfolk.
Transmitters!
Not everyone can handle the truth.
Necessary power for takeoff found from alternative connection. Starting countdown. 5,
9, abort takeoff!
4, 3, 2, 1. Takeoff.
Computer, abort takeoff!
Ben, what's up? What, you want to ruin our experiment? It worked! It worked! It worked!
Computer, switch to manual control!
Request denied. All power switched to previous task.
Don't worry so much, Ben. We calculated everything. When we get out into space, we'll go into zero gravity and everything will be lighter.
Fasten your seatbelts. Prepare for turbulence.
The sooner we're in zero gravity.
Attention. Energy overload. Flight interrupted.
We've got to use your little super stone, or we're done for!
You can't just fling away such a valuable ancient artifact!
Extraterrestrial transmitters shouldn't be lying around on the road!
Good. I promise I'll show you another megalith. Even better than your extraterrestrial transmitter.
Holy carrots! Is that a promise?
Yeah. It's even got its own antenna.
Oh, cool.
No, that will work. That's a very strong knot.
Otherwise, he wouldn't have held 800 tons.
And what do we do now?
Easier to untie it. Why did you have to tie it so tight?
Because you told me to.
So where's this other megalith that you promised to show us? The one that's even better?
And with antennas.
But wait a minute. That's the...
This is Palace Square in St. Petersburg.
What kind of a joke is this? Where's the megalith?
Right in front of your nose. Throughout our history, there are many secrets and mysteries, but there's no need to summon extraterrestrials each time. It's unscientific. While scientifically, we can look through history for other similar examples of which we know a little more. For example, the well-known Alexander Column, a real megalith, which made such an impression when it was unveiled. After all, it is made of a single piece of granite with a height of 26 meters and a mass of 600 tons. And this was also made by our ancestors, equally with no electricity and no cranes. How on earth did they manage it? Leading on the construction of the column was the wonderful architect Auguste Montferrat. He left a lot of sketches and pictures which depict the entire process of creating the column. First, a large piece was cut at a quarry. It took 2 whole years and 400 workers. The work was done with a common crowbar and a sledgehammer. One person held the crowbar and the second hit it with a sledgehammer. Then this huge piece of stone was separated from the rock with help of some very long levers. From this square block, it was chiseled down to a beautiful round column. All of it done by hand without any magical machines. Then the column was transported to St. Petersburg by being loaded onto a special ship that could carry a lot of weight without going bul-bul. Once the column arrived in St. Petersburg, it still had to be raised on Palace Square. To do this, a large lifting device was made at height of almost 50 meters. And again, all the work was done manually. The column wasn't even fixed with anything. It stays in place due to its own weight. Since then, this amazing and beautiful megalith has stood for almost 200 years.
Are you saying there were no ancient titans? And no extraterrestrials?
That's a bit of a letdown.
Of course there were. We can see the amazing results of the work of these titans. And we are their descendants.
Incoming signal from Chamomile Valley.
My friends, this is phenomenal. Look what just fell on my house, literally out of the sky. This incredible object is obviously of an extraterrestrial origin. It's a sign, my friends, from our cosmic brothers.